Hello, everybody. Well, the month of December is here, and things are getting a little juicy in the NFL season. First off, I have to bring up that terrific overtime victory by the Packers. Um, and it was just it was just an amazing win against Tampa. I mean, Winston, well, he didn't fall apart. He made a couple of dumb mistakes. One actually led to a pick six, but overtime was forced, mainly because of dumb mistakes of our coach. But Brett Hundley and Aaron Jones bailed him out. Aaron Jones, in his first carry of the game, because I think if I remember correctly, he didn't start. I think he was kind of a bit banged up, but he was put in overtime when we had it down to Tampa Bay's 20. And Aaron Jones, he got the ball and he ran it all the way, touchdown, Packers win. So we have two overtime wins this season, even in this crazy mess where we've been playing without Aaron Rodgers for weeks. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready, folks. He's getting ready. The target date for the bad man's return is next Sunday, not this upcoming Sunday, next Sunday. That's an important game on the road against the Panthers. Now, I myself have mixed feelings about this. I mean, on one hand, having Rodgers back would be great, obviously. Having Rodgers back 100% with no hiccups, that would be even better. But I'm a bit nervous about this because, the thing is, if we still have a puncher's chance at a playoff spot, then he'll be brought in. But, um, if we don't, then he won't be brought in. To be honest, it's kind of better. Well, even if we do have a chance, it's kind of better that he does sit out the rest of the year because we want him at his best. I mean, anything can happen. If he comes back and gets hurt again, we're going to be screwed. So, I don't know. First, like I said, I am 100% hoping that Rodgers, the great and powerful, returns and continues kicking ass like he always does. I did read that in practice he was throwing Hail Marys, doing a long 65-yard Hail Mary, which is, I think, 4 yards longer than the first of the three clutch ones he's thrown in his career. So, is he ready? It sounds like he is. But how will he do if and when he returns? We won't know when that happens. That's, 11 days from now. Packers head to Cleveland. It should be a cakewalk then, but my motto is one of my things is the most one of the most dangerous teams you can play is a team with literally nothing to lose. That's definitely Cleveland. Cleveland's they're 0-12. On paper they suck. On the field they suck. But we better win this game. But I'll be damned if we're on the embarrassing end of history here. But about that. Philly, what happened? Philly, dude, I still can't believe it. I still cannot believe that the Eagles went out to Seattle and shit the bed. They completely shit the bed. I don't think they had a lead that game. Seattle beat the Eagles like they stole something. Philly was on an 8-game winning streak entering that Sunday. Now it's gone. And not only that, they could have clinched the division. They could have wrapped up the NFC East like that. All they have to do was win. And that win or tie, neither happened. So entering this week, nobody is officially in. But I think if I read the scenarios correctly, I think about 3 teams can clinch divisions this weekend. I think about 4 others can get in. 3 or 4 others. Try to remember. I know Philly's a win or tie away from winning the division. Simple as that. Never mind what Dallas has to do. Dallas loses. The East is about wrapped up. Unfortunately, Minnesota can wrap up our NFC North. All they have to do is win, or if we lose and Detroit lose, they'll get it. Now, Minnesota goes to Carolina, so of course Minnesota will get killed. The Patriots can win the division, and they will wrap up the division. I said there's 4 teams can win the division. The Patriots can wrap up the AFC East. All they have to do is win, or the Bills have to lose, and we get to again. Pittsburgh has a head-to-head battle against the Ravens. How about the Steelers? They had a great comeback win on Monday. The Steelers were down 17-0 at half against Cincinnati, and of course Cincinnati in the second half was Cincinnati. They blew it. We managed a field goal in a game that was wrought with penalties, mainly from Cincinnati's side because they're a stupid, undisciplined team with no quarterback. But yeah, Pittsburgh outscored Cincinnati 23-3 in the second half, and again won with the last second field goal. So they're 10-2, and they're still officially number one in the AFC. They have that common games tiebreaker. Common games tiebreaker for those who don't know, and a lot of people. It's kind of one of those new added tiebreakers added a few years ago. Common games is when two teams play the same opponent, and I think Kansas City is the reason. Kansas City is the reason why Pittsburgh has that common games tiebreaker. Because both teams play Kansas City. Kansas City beat New England, but Pittsburgh beat Kansas City. I think that's the difference right there. So Pittsburgh, but the AFC North, it's done. All they have to do is beat or even tie Baltimore on Sunday Night Football, and they'll get the North again. So for the second straight year, the AFC North comes down to a head-to-head game between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Those games are always fun. The Bears managed to embarrass themselves even more than they usually do by losing at home to the 49ers. Even worse, all of the scoring for the 49ers was done by Robbie Gould, who used to be the Bears' entire offense when he kicked field goals for Chicago. And they stupidly got rid of him. Karma. Ain't it a bitch? But, and speaking of karma, ain't it a bitch? The Giants, in the first and only game of the Geno Smith era, they lost to the Raiders, and Ben McAdoo got canned. See you bye. And Jerry Reese got it too. So they just decided to quit house. A lot of people, I think people were saying, well, it was John Mara, the Giants owner, kind of saving his backside. The dumb decision to bench Eli, even though the season's over. The dumb decision to bench Eli and for Geno, and the backlash from it. Mara decided to save his ass a bit and fire Heckle and Jekyll, a.k.a. McAdoo and Reese, those two idiots. But anyway, I love December. I do love December, not just because of the holidays, but maybe also because it's that last month of the season. Last months of any regular season are amazing. March and April in the NBA and NHL, September in Major League Baseball, in Canadian football it's October and a small part of November. But in the NFL, it's that month of December, which ends 2 years, the calendar year and the head football year, and it's going to get interesting. So many teams can get in. Jacksonville can get in the playoffs, but they have to win. I think 4 teams have to lose, though. The Rams can get in, and the Saints can get in with a win and some help. Speaking of the Rams, some trivial notes about LA football, LA playoff football. January 9th, 1994, that was the last time an NFL playoff game took place in Los Angeles. The Raiders beat the Broncos 42-24 to AFC wild card, but would have beat in the divisional round. 1989, the last time the old LA Rams, the original LA Rams, made the playoffs. That team went to the NFC Championship game and was soundly beaten by the eventual Super Bowl champion, San Francisco 49ers. 1985, the last time both LA teams made the playoffs. And that could happen. That could happen. LA could get it. The LA Rams could get it this week. The Chargers, thanks to the free falling Chiefs, oh goodness, they are tied for third. They're tied for first place with the Raiders. It's a 3-way tie, and this log jam is going to get even more chaotic because the Chiefs and Chargers have a head-to-head game on week 15, and the Chiefs play the Raiders, who already beat Kansas City, this week. So who knows what could happen? All I know is if the Chiefs really do flatline and miss out. Andy Reid will hear those two little words, "You're fired." Of course, Vince won't be saying it, but it sounds better for him. But yeah. So that's my review of week 13. Week 14 will start tomorrow night with the Saints and the Falcons. And the Saints, they win. I think the Saints win, and they get the help they need from other teams, and they'll be in the playoffs. It's going to be a crazy, crazy week. So a lot of fans will be scoreboard watching, hoping their teams stay alive again. So with that, I'd say fasten those proverbial seatbelts for this crazy month of December. It's going to be insane. Enjoy this playoff race, and good afternoon